Hey guys, it's Bailey again and welcome back to my channel. And today I thought I would talk about my application process. So this was my second time applying for the Disney College program. The first time I applied was for the DCP Fall 2017 program. I applied on the first day the applications dropped on January 23rd and was put directly into submission, which sucked. If you don't know what submission is, submission means that you're not really moving forward, but you're not being denied, so you're just stuck. You're not going forward in the process, but they're not NLICing you, which is no longer in consideration. So that was a bummer. But exactly a month later, on February 23rd, I was pulled out of submission, and then I did my web-based interview. And the web-based interview results are good for 6 months to the day. So if you don't pass the web-based interview, then you cannot apply for a job for 6 months. But if you do pass it, then you don't have to take it again for 6 months. And so I passed it, and what the web-based interview is, it's just like a personality test. It says like strongly agree to strongly disagree, and then this is most like you, this is most unlike you. And then at the end it just pops up and says if you passed or not, so that was kind of scary, but I passed it. And then I got a phone interview, and I scheduled my phone interview for February 28th at 1:15, and I got called by Casey at 1:29 because they can call you 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after. So I was really anxious. I thought I did all right. I think I over prepared. I wrote out all my answers and everything. And then I didn't hear anything for a long time. And I finally heard back on the last week of notifications. So I got notified on April 10th at about like 9:40 at night that I was no longer in consideration. And it was also while Dancing with the Stars, so that comes back into the story. And so that was quite a bummer. I was really sad, but I was also kind of fine with it at the same time because I didn't want to be away for my birthday, for all the holidays, so I was okay with it. But I knew I was going to apply again. So then I applied on the day applications dropped for the spring 2018 program, which was August 21st, and I was really scared, but I was gonna wait that later that day, but I applied right when I saw that they dropped, which was about like 11 something in the morning. And I did not get my thank you for applying, which is a standard email that you get after you apply, for like 25 minutes. So I was really scared, but I got that. And then 4 minutes later I got an email that said, congrats, you have a phone interview. So they pulled me through and I passed the web-based interview, so I just kept going through the process. So then I scheduled my phone interview for the first day of phone interviews on that Thursday, which was the 24th, at 12:45, and like they can call you 15 minutes before, 15 minutes after. They called me at about 12:53 on my cell phone, but I could not hear her. It was all mumbles and everything. So she hung up and then she called our house phone, and I was really nervous because that happened. But the phone interview was with Renee, and it lasted about 34 minutes, so it was really long. It wasn't really hard. I wrote out my answers to some questions I was asked last time, but in bullet points and not as detailed. And then she asked me some questions like, do I comply with the Disney look, and some just like from my experiences and stuff. And then I got asked my top two roles, and I told her character attendant and attractions. And then she asked if I had any questions, and I asked her about the apartment complexes that the participants get to live in, and then I also asked her if I could request a park to work in. And then I also, which you can, but it's not promised or guaranteed. And then I also asked her about the volunteers program that they offer for all cast members. So that was my phone interview, and then, so it was on the first day of phone interviews. And then I saw on the Facebook pages, I saw people getting accepted about a couple weeks later, and I wasn't getting accepted, but in my head I just felt like I was going to get it on this specific day, which I did. And I thought I was going to get accepted on September 18th, and the recruiters were tweeting that they were sending out lots of acceptances that day. And actually Oscar was saying that he was staying after that day, and he was like saying what roles he was putting out, and I was like, okay, so that's not the role I want, so I didn't get accepted for that. And then he wrote children's activities, which I thought I was going to get based on my interview, and then character tenants, and then Bippity Boppity Boutique. And it was about 7:50 something that he tweeted that, and I didn't get anything at 8 o'clock. So I went downstairs to watch Dancing with the Stars with my family, and I kept checking a little bit, and then I stopped and I was watching the show, and then I checked it again, and at 8:07 p.m. I got my acceptance email, and I am so excited that I was accepted for Spring 2018 character attendant. And I just thought it was funny that last time I got NLIC during Dancing with the Stars, and this time I got accepted during Dancing with the Stars. Anyway, so my program dates are January 22nd to May 17th. So I'm so excited to be going down there for then. And yeah, that's my application process. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!